Beautiful Tamara Carter. Tamara, how's your day going so far?
So far, so good. Thanks.
We are excited to have you on. Thanks for taking time out. I know you're very, very busy and got a lot of stuff going on. First of all, I want to ask you, are you guys having this never-ending winter like we're having, where spring just doesn't want to seem to get here?
Oh my God. Yeah, here in Toronto, it is snowing again, and it doesn't look like it's going to stop until the weekend.
I know, it's amazing. It's supposed to be almost 80 degrees here today, but Nebraska is really bipolar, and then by Saturday it's supposed to be 30 degrees for the high. So a 50-degree temperature swing in about 48 hours.
That's crazy. I'm totally ready for some sunshine and a beach and some definitely warmer weather.
I hear you. So growing up, I'm going to assume, just by your physique and stuff, that you probably have a pretty extensive athletic background. Is that close?
Yeah, pretty much so. I've been active my entire life. I played a lot of sports growing up and continued that into my adult life. My ex-husband was a competitive bodybuilder, and so training has always been a part of my adult life.
Gotcha. So about what age were you when you started to really, really get serious about like working out, like religiously, and your nutrition and things like that?
Pretty much, I would say, like, really serious about it wasn't until I actually hit 40, 39 to be exact. I was always physically active and tried to eat right, raising children and so forth. I kind of put myself on the back burner. And then once I hit 39, I decided that I really wanted to put focus into making the second half of my life the best part of my life. And by that was taking care of myself. So really focusing on proper nutrition, eating well, meal prepping, and carving out that time every single day for myself to make sure I got my training in.
Absolutely. So that's what I wanted to ask you about next is your workout regimen and your schedule. Do you take a day off? Do you give your body a break and a chance to recuperate? Or are you 7 days a week? What's your schedule like?
No, absolutely. I think rest days are important. And being in the industry that I am, I'm a hospitality manager as well. So I am on my feet for pretty much 8 to 10 hours every single day. So in addition to being physically active at the gym, I am very physically active at work as well. So to me, my rest days are even more important. So I try and do my training 5 to 6 days a week. And then my rest days, generally, I don't always plan them. I kind of let my body guide as to when I need a rest day. Some days it might be 2 days of training, and then I might need a rest day. And then another week it might be 5 or 6 days before I need a rest day. I try and stay in tune with my body about what it needs.
Absolutely.
Instead of scheduling them.
Absolutely. That makes perfect sense. How important is water? How much water do you drink in an average day?
Oh my gosh, so much water. My two beverages of choice are water and coffee.
Okay.
So I drink a ton of water, especially when I train. And again, being at work and on my feet all the time, I always have my water bottle with me. I carry it wherever I go. It goes in my purse. It comes with me in the car. It comes to work, obviously to the gym, beside my bed at nighttime. I drink a ton of water. Very important.
Gotcha, definitely. So how would you, if you were going to break down the percentages of your workout, how much of it do you focus on weights versus cardio?
My training days, I do a 6-day cycle. So I do 4 days of upper body workouts and then 2 lower days. And so my lower day workouts, my leg workouts, I don't train cardio. I just focus on the legs.
Okay.
So 4 out of my 6 days of training are cardio and weights mixed. So I typically do 30 to 35 minutes of cardio, and then lifting is anywhere between an hour to an hour and 15 minutes.
Okay, great, gotcha. Well, I have to ask because obviously you have some amazing pictures on your Instagram.
Thank you.
You'd have to be blind to not notice the incredible butt. What do you do? I'm sure that's a lot of squats and crunches and stuff like that.
Yep.
What's your secret? I know there's a lot of women out there that are dying to know how you attain that.
For my leg workouts, I train them together. So I will do quads and hamstrings and glutes all in one workout. I typically do 6 exercises per workout and 4 sets. And I lift fairly heavy to build and to decrease fat in that area. Lifting heavy is really important. I think some women miss the boat about that. Cardio and just doing a little bit of weight training isn't going to do it for you. You really need to focus on lifting heavy. And that's been my goal for probably the past 6 to 8 months. So incorporating all those exercises together and making sure that a couple of sets are really like pushing yourself to the max.
Absolutely, absolutely. So do you like use any vitamins or supplements that you like find that have really helped you out, or it's pretty much all natural?
To be honest, not really. I try and pride myself on the fact that I'm getting as many of the nutrients as I possibly can through food sources. I do count my macros, so I follow the protein, carbohydrate, and fat combination, focusing on lean proteins and still incorporating those carbs that are the devil, but we all love. Still enjoying some great food along the way as well. So my intake as far as vitamins go, I take an iron supplement and vitamin C because I have an iron deficiency. Those are the only two that I take.
Okay.
And other supplements, I don't take anything except for 1 scoop of protein powder per day. So only 30 grams of my protein is actually coming from non-food sources.
Wow, that is very impressive. Another one I want to ask you about is your metabolism. Obviously, like you said, you started into you got serious about age 39. Have you seen your body's metabolism change or slow down? Are there things you've had to increase or decrease as you've gotten a little bit older?
Well, as we get older, I do know that for myself personally, that when I do have those weeks where I'm not on plan, I do gain a little bit of weight quicker.
Okay.
So unfortunately, that's the one not so great thing about us aging. So keeping in tune with my body and making sure that I can get right back on track, and keeping to the foods that I know that react well with my body, and sticking to that definitely really helps.
Okay, absolutely. So what are some foods that you really, really loved or used to love that you've had to absolutely cut out or severely limit since you've gotten, taken your fitness so serious?
Well, for me, it's more of modifying the things that I love. I will not take out things completely that I love, because I also believe that you have to live life. And as much as my fitness goals are important, so is my love for food. Working in the hospitality industry, I'm around delicious food all day long. So I always say that that's a little bit of a double threat for me. I'm staying away from the French fries and the steaks and the burgers and so forth. So I basically just modify. I love breads and I love cheese and I love chocolate. So I just try and incorporate those into my daily diet, but in a different way. So instead of having a piece of sourdough bread, I might have a piece of like whole wheat toast, and I'll just have one instead of two. Same with chocolate. I'll have a couple of pieces of dark chocolate instead of a whole, candy bar. Those types of things. So that's how I kind of modify it, and I think it's been easier for me to stay on track. Definitely. Instead of just taking them out. It's still being able to enjoy those on a daily basis without having too much.
Absolutely, absolutely. A few more quick questions for you, and I'll let you get out of here. This is a little bit of a different question I've always been curious about. With being a beautiful woman, do you notice like lots of cattiness and jealousy? Like when you walk around and you obviously have a spectacular figure, do you notice some women that are envious, or are they more like? Do you get a lot more support? People coming up asking you like, "What's your secret?" And how's that been for you?
I personally have not had a lot of experience with that. I've not had too many negative reactions that I actually know of. Okay. That people have come up to me in jealousy. My goal has always been to aspire to inspire.
Absolutely.
So I stay positive. I have a very positive outlook on life, and any negativity that crosses my path, I just try and stay away from it. So I typically don't really respond to any of those negative comments if I do get them. It's especially through the social media, through Instagram. It's just it's great. It's called a block button, and it's there for a reason. And then we just get rid of that. So I don't have time for that.
I hear you. Well, before you go, we end with the segment called Rapid Fire. I just fire some quick questions at you and just get the first response, whatever comes to mind. So I know you spend a lot of time between Toronto and New York City. Give me like one of your favorite restaurants in each city.
Oh my goodness. I don't eat out. So being in the industry that I'm in and eating as healthy as I do, I typically don't eat out at all. I meal prep. And to be honest, if I am going to eat out and I'm going to eat off plan, my weakness is pizza. So I'm going to find the best pizza place that I can possibly find and indulge in some cheese pizza.
Gotcha. All right. The best concert you'd ever attended?
Prince.
All right.
Hands down. First concert I ever went to was 1986, and it was Prince, and nothing's topped it since.
I agree. I've seen him 3 times. He's amazing in person. He was amazing.
Amazing, yeah.
All right. Your dream vacation spot, somewhere that you've never been that's on your bucket list?
Fiji.
All right. Your favorite perfume?
My favorite perfume is actually, it is Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue.
All right. Your all-time favorite movie?
All-time favorite movie is Pretty Woman.
If we raided your closet right now, are we going to find more shoes or more purses?
Oh, definitely more shoes.
Okay, and then the last one. I've been to Toronto a couple times. Caravan, I had a great time up there. Have you been? I'm assuming you've been there several times. Can you tell us a little bit, like what's the Caravan, the background, the history of that?
I actually don't really know a lot of the history of the of Caravan. It's huge in Toronto, and it's a multi-day festival, and there's lots of interesting things that go on. The parade is a very large draw, and that's, I guess, probably the showpiece. But there's lots of other things that go on along with it. It's just it's such a great festival, and always well received in Toronto.
Gotcha. Well, promote yourself before you go. Let everybody know, like, your social media, how they can find you. Let us know what projects you're working on. I know you do a lot of modeling.
I do. This has been the modeling's been a new venture for me. It's just started in the past couple of years, and it's kind of exploded for me, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
As I said, my goal has been to aspire to inspire and let everybody know that just because you turn 40, life doesn't end, that you are never too old to set a new dream for yourself, and that's what this venture has been about for me. I also have adult children, a daughter and a son, and so always want to inspire them and let them know that they can do anything they set their mind to. So I'm always trying to lead by example. So my Instagram handle is at TEELEIGH33, Teelee33. You can find me on there. And then in my bio, there's links to my other sites as well.
That sounds great. I appreciate your time. You are a class act. I'm a big fan of yours, and we're going to be following you this summer, and hopefully spring finally gets here.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. I've really enjoyed it.
All right. Have a good day.
Thank you. You as well. Bye-bye now.
Tamara Carter, great lady. Check her out. Go follow her on Instagram. She's got a lot of her pictures on there. She's, like I said, she's a very inspirational lady. Follow us as well. I am Richardson402 on Twitter. Go to our Facebook page right now, Keeping It Real with Jeff Richardson. Like the page on there. We've got all the links of our past interviews, things like that. We got a whole bunch of cool interviews coming up in the next couple weeks. You guys are going to make sure you don't want to miss those. Also, hit that subscribe button right now on my YouTube page. You're going to see a lot of cool, interesting interviews and a lot more on the way, like I said. So be part of our family. If you like what you see, make sure you spread the word and tell a friend. Positive people doing positive things, and we are out.